sounds, that is offensive. Na parang there is something ultimately vile and wrong with this kind of personality, and I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be like that. And so I told myself, I just won't do it. Especially, I have to admit, I did not agree with it when I was young, pero it wasn't reason enough for me to bully anyone. And I'm just happy that I never had to do it. Not to say that I'm a better person, just to say na um, I guess even at an early stage, I was a little bit more sensitive as to how people would feel, and I wanted people to feel the way I'd want to feel. You know, like you're always safe, you're always welcome to share your opinion, you're always a part of a bigger group, and so personally, I never practiced any of it. Growing up, um, in my it was late. I have to say I became an ally pretty late. Siguro mid-20s now when I started saying things like, Tol, stop. Alam mo yun, tigilan mo. Because it doesn't make you a better person, doesn't make you a stronger man, doesn't make you anything. It just makes you sorry, di ba? Yung, wala eh. Hindi mo pwedeng gawin yun and you're not supposed to do it. If you don't agree, then don't agree. But don't put people down. Ganun lang. And when I became a parent, it was even more apparent that you have to stand up, especially for young ones. Not necessarily your own children, but sometimes you see young kids being bullied into and being called names, and it just shouldn't happen. So I think it's part of how you're raised, how you grow up, and the kind of environment you're in. But really, it's not necessary at all. Toxic masculinity, that is.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ako naman, actually, I 100% agree with Sir Romnick. Coming from the youth perspective, me personally, when it comes to toxic masculinity, whenever I've met people who are toxic when it comes to someone's masculinity, I tend to really cut them out of my life because, of course, you don't really want that type of toxicity to be part of your life. As much as possible, you want the people who surround you to be positive, to always be supportive and whatnot. So the fact na, but personally, then my personal experience, I haven't really met anyone who has shown me that type of negativity when it comes to toxic masculinity, because of course people know who I am, how I am, and I'll say it upfront. And I'm really comfortable with myself. Although I am straight, pero I'm really comfortable with myself to the point na there will be times I will be soft. There will be times I will be like those, really masculine. But the reason why I'm like this is because it doesn't matter to me. I am who I am. If you cannot accept me, then it's better if you move on with your life without me. So that's just me personally. But in general, I think it's best then um, we have to try to reduce toxic masculinity as much as possible, because of course, not just for people older than us, but of course ang focus natin is the youth, because we don't want to really influence people who are younger than us to be like this, to be negative, to tell them na parang men should always be strong and we never cry and whatnot. Because of that type of negativity is what affects a lot of men nowadays, na parang we're afraid to express our feelings. We always have to be hard and strong, but deep down inside it's really hurting us. And all of that is really the major cause of toxic masculinity. So I think it's best to really, no, it's impossible to completely obliterate it, but it's best to really reduce it as much as possible, especially sa youth. We have to be a good influence, and I think another end, this series shows a good message of that.
Thank you, Keann.
Yeah. Could I go next?
Go ahead, Victor. Yeah.
Miguel, yes, exactly what Keann mentioned also. Because back in the days, the gold standard of a man should be like yung maskulado talaga, balbasarado, tapos hindi ka pwede mahina. As soon as makita yan ng mga tao, nako, yan dyan na nagsisimula yung toxic masculinity. But again, it's a new era. We're living in a new time na, hey, it's okay to be soft. We welcome that. It's actually, who wants to be bullied? I hate bullies. If I see a bully, I will bully that bully. I'm that type of person. And, it's respect. It's respect at the end of the day. Tao pa rin yung nasa kabila. And me personally, I remain indifferent kasi. And this industry, the showbiz industry, modeling industry, I've been immersed with, with the whole community, and observing na parang, after all, we're all human beings. We share the same values, we share the same beliefs, and it's just sad na may snippets pa rin of what used to be the standard of a male figure, and it's good that we are changing our perspectives about this slowly, but it's actually, yes, a huge step already, and this show is also on that side, na showing that, hey, it's okay, and we'll stand up for who you are, for what you are, for what you believe in, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. We're all, we share the same space, we live in the same area, we live in the same planet. So yeah.
Copy. Thank you, Victor.
Ako naman po, Von po, hello po, Sir Miguel.
Hi, Von.
Growing up po, I've seen a lot. Siguro mga elementary ako, nakikita ko maraming mga classmates kong nabubully because may soft side sila. And I've realized na may soft side din pala talaga yung mga lalaki. It's just that yung culture natin as a Filipino, napalaki tayo no, na parang kailangan yung lalaki ganito, kailangan yung lalaki makisig, kailangan yung lalaki hindi malambot. Pero I've realized na we're just human beings, 'di ba? Marami tayong mga hindi pa na-discover na personality sa sarili natin. Even yung mga guys, unti-unti nilang na-discover na may soft side din pala sila. It's just that marami ngayon yung natatakot din talaga. Tama yung sinabi ni Keann na parang ang daming natatakot na mga guys ngayon na na-express yung soft side nila because yung culture dito sa Pilipinas is parang na-impose sa atin na kailangan yung lalaki ganito, kailangan yung lalaki para makisig lang. And it hurts me. It hurts me kasi, I mean, it's a matter of respect nga, sabi nga ni Sir Victor. Respeto lang tayo kasi may puso din tayo eh. 'Di ba? Marami din tayong mga pagkukulang, marami din tayong imperfections sa buhay natin. It's just that parang kailangan lang din talaga natin i-accept kung ano yung meron sa isa't isa. Tanggapin natin kung ganun sila, tanggapin natin. Huwag tayong maging toxic, huwag tayong maging huwag natin ipalaganap yung stereotype na lalaki ganito, yung babae ganito dapat. Marami tayong mga yung sinasabi na diversity of personalities, kumbaga. Hindi pa natin na-discover, pero sana dumating yung araw na matanggap ng marami na marami tayong iba't ibang personalities na dapat matanggap. At kung sino tayo, yun tayo. Sana matanggap ng marami. Someday, yun nga sinabi ko, someday sana matakal din yun. Yung bakit natatakot yung maraming tao na i-express yung sarili nila because na-impose sila na dapat ganito lang dapat yung personality nila. Ganito dapat yung pagkatao nila. So sana mabigyan boses din yung marami, lalong-lalo na even straight guys, 'di ba? Na wag kayong matakot i-express, wag kayong matakot maglambing sa mga tropa niyo, say I love you. Kasi nararamdaman niyo naman yun eh. Kung nararamdaman niyo, ipakita niyo. Kung nararamdaman niyo, sabihin niyo. 'Di ba? Yun lang po.
Thank you, Juan. Grabe, sobrang well-spoken ng mga gents natin dito sa sa series. Next question na lang, last, MJ and Justin. This is for Jody, if she's still on board, and also Direk, Dolly, and Adrian. If Miss Jody, if you can see, sagot na rin po tayo sana. So the film and the series tackles religion in the traditional way, yung teaching ng mga all-boys schools, Catholic schools, and si Jody, I know she's been open about her faith as well, and Adrian also. Direk, Dolly, we haven't had the opportunity to meet. So kung meron kayong strong na pananalig sa faith, how have you reconciled that religious aspect of shunning same-sex relationships and with your personal perspective?
Siguro ako na muna. Hi, Miguel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Ayun, yes, I'm a very religious person. I mean, I believe in God. And yun nga, yung pinagbasihan kasi ng movies, my own experience when I was in high school na alam ni Kuya Nick to, kasi bilang press kaming Dazers. So, nag-volunteer talaga ako sa isang retreat, optional retreat. It was called, Days with the Lord. Until now pa rin naman active pa rin siya sa ibang mga schools. At doon doon ko talaga naramdaman yung how, yung our relationship with God, we dictate our own relationship with God. Parang it doesn't really matter kung ano man ang sabihin nila. Basta kung ano yung pinaniniwalaan mo na yun yung totoo, na kumakapit ka sa Panginoon not because bakla ka, but because tao ka, na meron kang relationship sa Kanya. Kasi dun sa Days with the Lord, we call Jesus Kuya Jeff. So that's how I always refer to him. Kuya ko siya. At ganun ko siya tinitignan. Hindi niya ako dinojudge dahil lang bakla ako. Or dinojudge niya ako dahil mabuti akong tao. Diba? And I think that's what's important. And ayun yung gustong sabihin ng pelikula na parang, and even this series, na parang, despite, I think God, ako talaga, paniniwala ko talaga, na kinreate tayo ng Panginoon the way we are now. Diba? We are created to be like this. I was created to be gay, And hindi naman sa gagawa ng isang bagay na parang, 'di ba? Ikasasama natin, 'di ba? Mahirap maging bakla, pero kailangan mo siyang pagdaanan para mas maging, matatag ka sa paniniwala mo sa buhay, pati rin ang paniniwala mo sa kanya, na all things were created for a purpose. And that's what I want to ipakita sa pelikulang ito na and sa series na regardless kung bakla ka, basta hindi question yung pagiging bakla when it comes to religion. It can coexist. Hindi porket bakla ka hindi ka na pwedeng maging religious. Hindi porket bakla ka kailangan mo ng alam mo yun, i-disown si God kasi sinasabi ng mga tao dyan, kinukutan ka ng mga Bible terms against, homosexuality, diba? Hindi mo naman sila kailangan pakinggan. Basta alam mo sa sarili mo na wala kang ginagawang masama, it will shine through, at the end of the day. It's that relationship with the Lord. Yun.
Dagdagan ko lang din yung sinabi ni Dolly. I think
yes,
siguro basic lang naman din kasi na parang God is universal and then at the same time He doesn't discriminate. I think yun yung importanteng malaman din ng tao. So kung ano man ang preference ng bawat isa, He will respect that. As long as na wala kang ginagawang mali, as long as wala kang inagrabyado, as long as na minamahal mo pa rin yung sarili mo, I'm sure that na God will support you kung ano man din yung kung magiging preference mo, kung ano man yung magiging choices mo. Kasi at the end of the day, yun naman din yung importante na nagpakabait ka, naging tama ka, naging responsable ka at kaya mo respetuhin yung sarili mo at kapwa mo.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, Miguel. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Jody. Good afternoon.
Yeah, to answer your question, well, what I know about the God we serve is that He is love. And He is the kind of God that doesn't condemn nor judge. So if He has that kind of character, then who are we to judge, to condemn, or to discriminate others? Diba? We are here to love one another.
Simple. Thank you, Jody. Adrian?
Hi, Miguel. Thank you so much sa question na yon. Quote ko lang din yung line ni Dominic dun sa pelikula. To love is to honor God because God is love. So in that sense, medyo pareho kami ng perspective ni Direk Dolly. And ako personally, yung faith ko, marami ng pinagdaanan yan. I grew up in a conservative Catholic family. So I grew up hating myself because ayokong maramdaman yung mga natural na nararamdaman ko. I don't want to be attracted to boys kasi bawal siya. Narinig ko na bawal yun. So I grew up hating myself. And nung nag-college ako sa Lasal, doon ko natutunan yung iba-ibang soji, doon ko natutunan yung iba't ibang faith, iba't ibang paniniwala sa mundo. Doon ako naging liberal and naging atheist ako actually that time. Tapos, it didn't work out kasi fundamentally, I'm a very spiritual person. And so ngayon, umabot na ako sa pag-merge ng truth ko as a person and ng relationship ko with God and spirituality na because God is love and to love is to honor God, we have to understand that if only I had a choice, Miguel, if only I had a choice, I would just choose to be straight kasi mas madali maging straight. But I wasn't born that way. I have these natural urges and bakla ako eh. If may feminine side ako. And I also have a masculine side and I embrace all those qualities about me and I think yung purpose ko is to live out my truth so that I can show other people na sila din, they can live their truth. As long as wala kang natatapakan at nasasaktan na ibang tao. Yan yung purpose mo sa mundo. It's to spread love. So, ganun lang siya.
Thank you very much, Adrian. Sana naririnig ni Headmaster to lahat ng mga sinasabi niyo. MJ, Justin, maraming salamat. And good luck to the team.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Miguel. Nice to see you, neighbor.
Nice to see you.
All right, tuloy-tuloy lang tayo. Justin, who's next?
We have James Miguel of Showbiz Ganap. James.
Hi po. Good afternoon.
Ay, naglalabanan kayo ni Adrian.
Oo nga, nagulat ako. Yung first question ko for Direk Dolly, kasi sobrang curious ako, Direk, kung yung love story ba ng side, yung love story side ba nito is based sa real life na nangyari?
Well, meron siyang snippets. Like naman sinasabi na parang lahat naman ng pinanggagalingan nating kwento, may katotohanan siya. So, oo, true. Lalo na yung movie. The movie was really based on, my personal experiences with the person that I love. Pero itong series, siguro ito yung mga what ifs ko sa buhay. Diba? Parang, this is na yung what if kung nagkatuluyan kami, what if kung pinanindigan namin yung isa't isa. So, yun naman yung nangyari dun sa series. So, fictional siya. Charot! Ayan.
Okay. So, parang ito na yung mga what if side. So, yung The Boy Foretold, yung mas totoong nangyari dun sa story na nangyari.
Parang, kumbaga siya, it was a parang mixture of all the different, relationships or crushes that you've had dun sa mga taong inibig mo. Kasi marami ka namang inibig, di ba? So, yun yung movie. Parang pinagsama-sama ko yung mga ganong mga kwento ko sa buhay. Pero syempre, meron siyang specific na parang, eto siya. Yung especially yung character ni Luke, meron talaga akong parang dinedictatean doon. Kasi, when I wrote this nung 2010, parang it was my way of as a play pa to nung time na yun. Parang it was my way of letting go of, the feelings that I've had or yung kwento namin together. Kaya ko siya naisulat nung 2010. Gano'n.
So, direct based sa high school life. Tama? High school.
Yes. Oh.
Kaya pala, sobrang relate ako coming from an all-boys school. As in, halos lahat nung kwento ng story na re-relatean ko. So, ayun. Thank you so much, Direk. Sobrang na-enjoy ko. Yung next question ko naman for Keann and Adrian. Kasi dun sa trailer, parang somehow against all odds yung peg nung characters nyo. Kayo ba personally, ano yung stand nyo sa pag-take ng risk sa mga taong mahal nyo or na makaka-apekto din sa buhay nyo like career or sa personal or sa family life? And willing ba kayo take your risk? Why and why not?
I'll go first. Okay, so you're asking if I'm willing to take that type of risk, like personally as Keann Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay. Heavy ng question. First of all, thank you for that question, James. Honestly, I'm the type of person kasi na if I see this that there's a future in this, then I will really risk it all. Whether it be pagdating sa, let's say, love life or sa trabaho, sa pag-aaral, or pagdating sa pamilya. If I see that that destiny is telling me na parang this is good for you, that you should go all or nothing, then I will risk everything in order to fight for whatever that is. Pero if I see na parang some part of me still has doubts or people around me are telling me na if I do this, a lot of bad things, there will be repercussions na parang then there will be some part of myself that will doubt then, and baka mamaya I'll have regrets. So that I'll ask them yung mga what ifs and whatnot. So I want to take risks at moments na I know is worth taking the risk. But if I know it's not really that much worth, then I'll try to fight for it as much as possible. But I'm not going all in.
Thank you. For Adrian naman.
Hi, James. Anong klaseng risk to? Sa relationship ba to or in general?
Parang yung risk na yung alam mo na may possible na mga hindi mga magagandang mangyari. Yung parang against all odds lang talaga.
I think kailangan lang na mahalaga na yung pinanggagalingan mo ay from a place of love. And na yung dapat wala kang, for me dapat wala kang nasasaktang ibang tao dun sa choice mo. Marami naman talagang challenges yung mga bagay na pipiliin natin na hindi yan mawawala sa buhay. Pero dapat handa ka talaga eh. Hindi naman kasi nga hindi simple ang buhay. Line din yun ni Dominic mula sa series. Dahil hindi simple ang buhay, kailangan maging handa tayo na harapin yung mga pagsubok na dadating sa buhay natin. So, ayun. Hindi madali ang life eh. Sorry.
Correct.
Okay,
So, ayun lang.
James.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, MJ. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, James.
Pares pa tayo ng call.
Correct.
Justin, we're down to our last 4.
Yes, for our next set of questions, we have Mommy Josephine Bonsol. Mommy Jo? Ayan, nawawala yata siya. Pero nandito siya sa Zoom. Sige, tatalo na lang tayo, MJ. Balikan na lang natin si Mommy Jo.
Ayan, tumalon ako.
Alright. May problema sa internet connection si Gabby. So, tawagin ko na lang si Sir Brian Albert Abilido, Chicanes Avenue. Sir Brian?
Hey! Mabuhay! Congratulations! Ayan. So, yung first question ko po, wala ko. Yung first question ko is kay Keann. Keann, congrats!
Hi, thank you. I love your energy. Thank you so much.
Siyempre, dapat full energy palagi. Ayan. So, yung question ko is, how do you see your character differently now na it's adapted to a series? Parang nagbago ba yung pag-appreciation mo doon sa pinagdadaanan ng character?
Of course, 100% nagbago, and I appreciate Luke Armada a lot more because of course he knows what he wants na rin eh. To follow you, for example, yung question ni James kanina, with the series kasi, Luke is ready to really give it all or nothing. Parang ganun, to really risk it all. And that's what I love about the character development na binigay ni Direk Dolly kay Luke. Because of course, before he was a little bit, confused, he was a little bit hesitant, doubting himself always. But now he knows what he wants and he's willing to risk everything for it. He's really risking to fight for it. He's going the whole 9 yards, making an effort. So, sobrang laki ng pinagbago ni Luke ever since he met Dominic and ever since he confessed his love to Dominic.
Wow, that's nice. Ang nakikita namin yung dynamics na yon based on what we saw earlier dun sa first episode. Congrats, Keann.
Thank you.
And yung last question ko is for Adrian. Hi, Adrian.
Hello, Brian. I love your energy.
Dear, kasi 'di ba parang kung yung character ni Keann parang parang somehow parang binibase yung mga decisions niya through toss of a coin. 'Di ba ganyan? But let's say ikaw yung bibigyan ng ganyang option na you have to make a decision based on a toss of a coin. So what kind of decision making yung gusto mong magawa that you would leave it up to fate or to that coin already?
I think deserve lang ng mga coin toss na yan, yung mga kung saan ako kakain, yung mga ganong kasimple, anong kakainin ko, anong susuotin ko today. Pero yung mga major life-changing decisions, hindi ako agree kay Luke sa mga pa-coin toss niya. Ako talaga yung klaseng tao na kailangan mong i-consider lahat ng mga mangyayari, look at it from different perspectives, talk about it with people who are important to you para makakuha ka ng iba-ibang mga perspective o mga bagay na hindi mo nakikita. Ganun ako mag-decide or mag-consider ng mga mahalagang bagay. Yung mga coin toss, parang gagawin ko lang yan kung di ako makadecide kung anong kakainin ko for merienda.
So, hindi ka pa ba umabot sa point na when everything else is equal, yung talagang parang pareho naman matimbang, yet you really have to choose?
Parang hindi pa ako umabot sa ganyan, Brian. Kasi I'm the kind of person na very decisive. I know what I want. And I know what I don't want. Hindi ako yung klase ng tao na eto okay to, ito okay din to, hindi. As in, alam ko lagi kung ano yung mas gusto ko.
Wow.
Thank you, Brian.
Congrats. And you know
Salamat.
that you made a good decision in accepting this role. Congrats and good luck.
Thank you, Brian. Nice
Thank
to
you,
meet
MJ,
you.
Justin.
Thank you, Brian, Albert Brian. Justin, last na ba tayo?
Ayan, kung si Mommy Jo, wala pa rin, no? I'll read na lang the questions. Parehong si Gabby Balahaja of WhatsApp.ph and Bot Glorioso of the Philippine Star. That's the last question. Medyo related kasi yung tanong nila na pinadala nila. For Keann and Adrian, since nakagawa na kayo ng movie, then sequel series na nga ito, may ilangan pa ba kayo sa isa't isa? And kung naging close man kayo, is it something na nadala nyo na outside of work?
Partner, ikaw muna.
Okay. 100% walang sorry, the term is ilang-ilang, right? Yung mga ano. Basta we have no problems whatsoever. Even since the movie, sobrang open. Alam mo, this is why I love my partner so much because especially bilang it's my very first BL, he really accepted me with open arms to the point that it really brought out the best of me, and I think that type of mentality manifested din nung nag-shoot rin kami ng series. But of course, it developed a lot more. We became a lot closer, and Adrian was a lot more open than ever, to the point that, for example, if I'm having problems with my scenes, he really gave me one-to-one and told me what I needed to hear and really supported me. I swear, I don't say this enough, but I could not have, like, I will never wish for any other partner. Especially for my very first BL, I'm so blessed to have Adrian as my partner. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Adrian. Love you, partner. Mwah, mwah.
How about you, Adrian? Partner talaga yung tawagan ninyo, no?
Yes, ever since the movie, partner yung tawagan na. And, syempre, kahit paano may konting ilangan pa rin. Pero nga, I don't know, kaya I'm gonna share to them na nung first cycle ng Marry Me, Marry You, ay mag-roommates tayo. So, nung nag-shoot, after ng first cycle ng Marry Me, Marry You, dun kami nag-shoot ng Love Beneath the Stars. So, nung sinushoot na namin yung series, roommate ko na siya ng 3 linggo. Alam ko na yung itsura niya pag natutulog, pagka gumigising, bago. Alam mo yun, nagkaroon kami ng ibang level ng pagkilala sa isa't isa. So, ayun, na-appreciate ko sa kanya yung kung paano niya ako tinrust, kung paano niya hinawakan yung kamay ko throughout since the movie. And Keann, I appreciate how open also you are, and thank you for giving your all, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for everyone to witness your growth and your brilliance as an actor. Grabe, ang galing ni Keann dito sa series. Kung nagalingan ko kayo sa kanya sa movie, mas magaling siya dito sa series.
Ayan, for the last question, MJ, the question naman, Bot Glorioso of the Philippine Star, yun nga, si Adrian mentioned kanina na yung mga BL series, they should have had happened a long time ago. Kasi Keann is an ally, a strong ally na for these kind of series. ano yung masasabi niyong challenge sa paggawa ng isang BL series?
Ako ba? Kuya Justin?
Ayan, oo. Sige, Adrian.
Sino po magsasagot?
Ayan, any of you? Sige, ikaw muna. Adrian.
Ako kasi wala akong yung atake ng trabaho, yung atake sa trabaho, it's no different kung BL siya or kung teleserye man siya or it doesn't matter sa akin eh. I don't know kung merong ibang challenges for producers or directors or writers. Let's ask them.
Sorry, any question?
Sige,
Challenges?
Yeah, the main challenge of doing a BL series, I think yun yung tanong niya.
I think, syempre, again, the main challenge for... Kasi marami ng BL series sa lumalabas, no? Pero I think the main challenge is how to maintain quality of the new current BLs na lumalabas, diba? And for you to do that, you still need to earn the trust of the producers to give money to execute the stories that you want to tell. So right now, mas maraming nagiging open, pero syempre hindi limited pa rin siya to a certain point na meron lang din konting may nagsusugal na. Maganda na may konti, pero sana ipagpatuloy pa rin natin to earn the trust of the people, to earn the trust of the producers. And and this will only happen if we continue for the creators to create content worthy enough for people to consume, and at the same time for the consumers to let them know that you want to watch these kinds of series or these kinds of stories in the most in the proper way, diba? Babalik ako doon sa manood tayo ng tama, doon sa mga kung saan talaga siya pinapalabas, hindi doon sa mga pirata. Alam ko napakadali na lang talagang gawin na maraming kumakalat sa Telegram at saka kung saan man, pero wag tayong magpatalo doon sa ganung klase ng tukso, kasi pag pinipirata lang natin siya, mas mawawalan ng kwento or mawawalan yung producers ng tiwala na mag-produce ng ganitong pang mga klaseng kwento.
Yeah. Thank you, Direk Dolly. MJ, for the last set of questions, I think Mommy Jo is back. We have Josephine Bonson.
Hello! Hi! Good morning to MJ and congratulations to the staff. Congratulations po sa team ninyo. Siguro my first question is, question ng mga estudyante, no? Lalong-lalo na kay Keann. Nako, nagtatanong yung teacher ng Lagro Elementary School, si Teacher Jordan. Oo. Sino daw ang ultimate crush mo? Keann?
Like celebrity crush po? Ganun po?
Oo.
Siyempre, I've never denied this up until now. Sobrang crush ko po si Catriona Gray. But if we're talking about someone my age, I've recently admitted na ang crush ko po si Angelica Lau from katrabaho po. Actually, ka-love team ko siya sa bagong teleserye namin na Marry Me, Marry You po.
Ayun, si Adrian naman, sino daw ang ultimate crush mo?
Hi, Mami Jo. Ang ultimate crush ko ay nagbabago lagi. Pero for today, si Joshua Garcia.
Ay, we're so kilig. Okay, so ang last question ko naman to all, especially the senior na celebrities, veteran stars we have here. Ang tanong po bilang karamihan din sa inyo ay magulang, yung iba sa inyo ay nakaramdam na rin ng mga ganito beyond the tone of LGBT problem or issues about this series, about this particular concept story. Ang problema po natin ay ang moral fiber ng mga tao, iba-iba. Tapos, sa palagay niyo po, sa inyo pong pananaw at opinion, what will be your message for the real life Dominic and the look of today na nasa mga eskwelahan? Kasi marami sa kanila hindi nakakapag-express ng sarili nila so they can relate to this series. Pero ano po yung message ninyo bilang kayo po ay gumaganap na mga characters dito sa series. Ano po yung message ninyo sa mga real life Luke and Dominic? Siguro we may start with Miss Agot. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Mami Jo. Siyempre, seniority. Sa akin siguro, just you respect for yourself, di ba? Fight for what you want. Fight for who you are. Don't be proud of who you are. Para din naman dun sa mga, on the other side, dun sa mga sa lahat. Actually, respeto lang yan. Respeto sa kapwa. Yun, sa choices ng lahat. Kasi right yan, it's your right eh. It's your right to be who you are, and you stand up for it and love yourself. Makikita naman yan later on ng mga tao. Kung nirespeto mo sa sarili mo, rerespetuhin ka.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Agot. Miss Nikki.
Hello po, Mami Jo.
Hello.
Adding up lang dun sa sinabi ni Ate A, we are entitled to showing how we truly feel about someone. But of course, we should also put adding to yung respecting yourself and respecting others, we have rules to abide with. Na hindi ka lalagpas doon. Basta hindi ka makakatapak ng ibang tao, makakasakit ng ibang tao, you have all the right to go for what you believe in and to love whom you want to love. Yeah.
Thank you po, Sir Romnick.
Thank you. Hi, Mami Jo. For me, I'd like to go with Miss A and with what Nikki said, no. Pero meron ako kasing simple rule sa mga anak ko. Na gusto kong i-consider din ng mga Dominic at Luke out there. It's good to respect yourself and it's good to respect the other person, but most often, pagka bata pa tayo, we tend to take more risks. A lot of them uncalculated. No, our hormones dictate how we behave, even in public sometimes. So a good measure would always be what I tell my kids. Pag hindi mo kayang gawin sa harap ko, huwag mong gawin sa harap ng ibang tao. So I guess that would save you from doing a lot of things that you're not supposed to do at the moment yet. But at the same time, like I've said early on, you have a right to choose the person you love and be loved by a good person. And you have the right to express yourself and your choices, and you have to stand up to them. Totoo, it's all about respect. But sometimes, especially for people who don't understand better, it's always better to respect yourself first and to show them that you respect them and their ideologies and their ideas and their feelings at the same time without sacrificing who you are. But that's a golden rule. Kung hindi mo kayang gawin sa harap ko at ako ang magulang mo, huwag mong gawin sa harap ng ibang tao.
Ay, thank you very much po, Sir Romnick. Maraming salamat. Nandyan pa po ba si Sir Vic Silayan?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Hello po.
Hello. For me, ayun nga, as easy as it may sound, a message was just not to be afraid to come out, to be true and honest yourself. Again, like what everybody said, self-respect nga. But also, I'd like to add to also respect school rules. There are rules. The rules are there for a reason. But also, hopefully, schools of today would adjust and recognize that there is an issue. And hopefully, something is done about it in support of this issue to promote kindness, not to tolerate bullying, and just to show that everybody should love one another in spite of preference. So I think that would be my message.
Thank you po, Direk Dolly, Ma'am Jody. Baka po may message din po kayo.
Ako siguro lang, take your time para sa mga tao. Kasi nasabi na naman ng nilang lahat yung mga dapat nating sabihin. Pero it's a journey, it's your own personal journey. So ikaw lang mismo nakakaintindi sa sarili mo. Kung hindi ka pa ready or hindi ka magiging ready ever, nasa sayo yun eh. Ang una mong kailangan talagang intindihan is yourself. Yun yung pinakamahalaga. Huwag ka magmadali, huwag ka ma-pressure sa ibang mga tao, huwag ka ma-pressure sa mga magulang mo. Ikaw, kailangan mo tanggapin sa sarili mo yun. Yun yung una at pinakamahalaga sa lahat. You have to be happy with who you are first. Kasi if not, lagi ka na lang magiging masungit sa mga tao. Kasi nag-na-affect ng yung inner self mo, yung how you treat other people. Diba? So yun yung I think, kailangan matutunan ng mga bata, yung inner peace nila. Pero totoo rin naman sinasabi ni Kuya Nick na, hormones dictate, how we act. Pero yun nga, kailangan tayo ng self-reflection, kailangan mong tumigil at umatras at pag-isipan din ang mga dapat mong gawin. Yun.
Thank you, Direk. Salamat po.